flag? What's a super red flag for women going like dating men?
A man that's trying to use you for your bag. If a man is trying to date you and he always asking for bread and shit like that,
but always want to use your car on some baby boy shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
Go ahead and book your flight. You don't gotta worry about shit when you're down here. You already know that. And then text me back. What the fuck?
My bitch so exotic. She know how I like it. Got tattoos on her body. Put a sticker on her body. Pour that shit right quick. Might just catch a body, but not for anybody. She know that she got it. She ain't just anybody. I can tell you dangerous. I know I'm your favorite. You hate being complacent. She was a replacement. Toxic when you naked. Yeah, kissing on you naked. Yeah, how'd you keep it playing?
Yes, sir, ski. This the Hood Endless Podcast where we talk about that real hood. Pardon me, guys. That's some real wavy music right there. Real chill, real. It's almost like R&B rapish a little bit. I like it a lot. Anyway, today we have a very special guest with us. But before I introduce her, y'all gotta like, subscribe, do all of that stuff that they be telling me that y'all gotta do in the background, please. Hit the subscribe button. We give y'all a whole bunch of value. It's entertaining. It makes you laugh, and you may learn something. So just hit that like button. That's all we want in return. Subscribe. We drop the reels, shorts, all of the short content every single day. Multiple reels a day on IG, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and the full-length podcast comes out every Friday at 8 p.m. With that being said, I'm going to have my very special guest, someone that I've got a lot of history with, introduce herself.
You're Miss Fuzz Rico, aka Fuzz the Mac, aka the Hood Therapist, aka that motherfucker. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, all right. That motherfucker. That's it. That's all.
Yes, sir, ski. Okay. So before I start getting into asking you all the questions and stuff, you want to just give them a quick background of what you do. I know you're an artist or whatever, but anybody that's just hearing the name, give them a quick description of who you are.
All right, boom. So I've been doing music for a little minute, but I would say I took it extremely serious when I decided to like just take my $300 and move to LA.
Talk to him.
And I linked up with a producer. Shout out to him, and that was really where the journey started. I'm an artist first, and I'll say a songwriter second. You know, I've worked with people like Ty Dolla $ign, Jeremiah, with Friday, with Kid Ink, with Danny Lay, a bunch of people, and I'm still fresh in the game. I'm still getting my feet wet, but yeah, like I'm just a music head. I love music. And
yes, sir, ski. Okay, all right. So this was the first question anyway, but I'm glad you said that you went to LA. You went to LA from Jersey. We're both from Jersey. And I was going to ask you this for the first question. When it comes to the culture, the music, whatever you choose, can you give me 3 major differences between the East Coast and the West Coast? You could choose whatever you want to talk about. It could be music, the culture of the people, whatever. Just 3 major differences for anybody who's never been to the West Coast.
The West Coast, first I'll say, first and foremost, is the weather.
Talk to him.
The weather, like they say it's winter when it's 50 degrees out there. And not for nothing, when you really live out there for a while, like 50 degrees was cold to me. I'm like, yo, like I need a jacket. Where's my, like okay, it's cold out there. The food, you know, they big on like a lot of Mexican food and stuff like that. Like it's more so the biggest difference in Jersey, what I realized is we really like a boiling pot of like different cultures.
Yeah, we got it all here. Mediterranean food, Chinese food, and Spanish food. Oh, people too, yeah.
Like, we got Dominicans, Brazilians, all types, like Colombians, Peruvians.
So it's a lot of Mexicans over there.
It's just a lot of Mexicans. If you see someone that's not Mexican, it's kind of rare. And from my experience.
Got you. Okay, all right. So we can get a little bit more into your music. When someone goes on Apple Music, Spotify, or whatever it is, and they hit your name and they listen to your music, what do they have in store? Like, what should they be expecting?
I make songs for women. That's my main thing. So I'm always doing like R&B type of vibes and stuff like that. I do like rapping, but I like really talking shit. I'm going to say some shit. I'm always saying some slick shit. I feel like I'm a pimp. You feel me? So y'all could go there and it's a lot of R&B vibes. If you're not really an R&B head, you're not the person for me.
Got you. Okay, all right.
I'm not the person for you.
All right. You kind of, ever since we were younger too, you've always reminded me of like a Wiz Khalifa, but just like a little bit more
I'll
with
take
the
that.
with the swag and the like your music contains a little bit more, like you said, it's for the women specifically.
Yeah.
But the sound, the sonics, it reminds me of Wiz. I think and like you said, that's a compliment. I'm giving it to you as a
That's
compliment.
fire.
But yeah, you give me the Wiz vibe. With that being said, do you have any meaningful tattoos? I see you tatted up over here. Like, do you have a special tattoo that you...
Hold up 2 seconds, because you was talking about Wiz. I'm thinking about it like, I actually got a clip of Wiz bumping a song I wrote with Chevy Woods.
See? Look,
Chevy
exactly.
Woods was on my last project that I dropped.
See, look.
And that's like some
I
fire
know
shit.
music. I know music.
But yeah, nah, that's like my favorite thing. Currency is one of my favorite artists.
Talk to him.
So what you were saying, my most meaningful tattoo would
Yup.
probably be, we got this right here. That's Kuan Yin, and she hears all people's problems. And I got like a koi fish like going towards her ear. That wasn't intentionally, but now I'm gonna act like it is. But, so like it's just like, like I feel like I hear people's problems, and I feel like I'm a hood therapist. I'm here to listen to you, and I'm here to give you game because I did a lot of shit. Too much
Talk
shit.
to him. A lot of mistakes, right?
Yeah.
A lot of
But I don't
mistakes.
regret shit. That shit made me like, I got so many stories.
Yeah, talk to him. Of course. Who are your major rap influences? When you first started getting in your bag and you was like, I want to rap, who were you listening to, or who inspired you the most?
That's a good question. I'm not really much of a rap head for real, but
Artist then.
my favorite artist still to this day is Erykah Badu. But I
She's
say
a great
Dipset
artist.
too. Like I like their culture. I love Dipset. Growing up to Dipset was crazy.
Got you.
It really changes though. I feel like every season I be changing. Like artists be changing and stuff like that. Like one of my favorite artists right now is Fabo. If you ever heard of him,
That name sound familiar. He must be putting in work.
I don't know where he's from, but I think he's located in LA.
Okay.
He does like R&B music. He's fire. Right now, he's a big influence on like just the sounds that I like now.
Gotcha.
And another artist, her name is D Gotti. I think she might be from Texas.
Okay.
She another R&B artist, and she fire too. Both of them right now are like my favorite artists.
Got you. Okay. How do you feel personally about, and I'm being specific here, the more mainstream female artists? If you really have a opinion on their music, because I know it's some beautiful artists out here that are just on the internet, online, or underground, but the sound on the radio, how do you feel about that?
Sound on the radio, I be trying to avoid that shit, but I can't even knock the women in music right now. It's like, as long as we got a voice, that's cool. Because at one point,
okay.
we ain't have a voice. So
All right.
I'll take whatever they give. Is it for me? Not really, but I know it's for somebody. It be turning my bitches up when they getting ready to go out. It be turning them up.
That was very optimistic. I love how you answered that. That was a cool, optimistic answer. Okay.
She said her booty hole brown.
Yeah. It's getting crazy out here. It's getting crazy out here. So are from the same place. So you understand what I mean when I say the hood. It's a hood somewhere in America. It's a hood in every city.
Yep.
So I don't have to say you from the hood and blah, 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 and all that bullshit. But I will say this. Do you think that growing up in the hood has affected your worldview, the way that you see things?
To be honest, I ain't really grow up in the hood. I grew up in the suburbs for real. But
Okay.
I grew up on North 7th.
Okay.
So if you from Patterson, then you know where North 7th is. That's like a walk down the street and you in the hood.
True.
But what was the question as far as what you said?
Do you think that, all right, so you said that you're not specifically from the hood, but
Nah.
I count it for people that live in an area where some of their friends might be from there, or
Yeah.
you walk down the street 2 blocks and you in the hood basically.
Yeah.
So you grew up in that environment.
Yeah, it's around
Do you
the
think
area.
that has affected your worldview, the way you see things in life? Seeing certain things like busties or grown ass men standing outside the store for 15 years straight.
You know, back then I used to live for like seeing shit like that because I felt like, I growing up in the suburbs when I did go like through the hood and like play basketball and shit like that, I seen so much culture. And I was like, damn, like I seen a lot of like shit, but it's like I felt like that was culture. When you go to the suburbs, if you walking around the streets, ain't shit to see.
True.
No music blasting. You don't know what the vibes is. Like a lot of them don't even really know about music, in my opinion. So going through the hood, I feel like it's just a lot of culture. You got to learn how to take what you get from it and, take it further. Like you don't got to be stuck in the hood.
True. Absolutely. I don't think there's nothing wrong with being from the hood or in the hood, but being stuck there unwillingly, no.
Yeah.
That's what I disagree with there. Okay. We can get a little bit interesting. I'm gonna ask some crazy questions. So at the end of the day, yes, you're a female artist and you make music, and I see that you got a lot of drip on. I'm pretty sure you express your style through your clothing and the music that you have. I want to ask this question because I'm truly curious. Do men still try to hit on you even though you put on this persona? Does it happen still?
I feel like they be trying to be funny. It be happening randomly, and I just be looking at them like, be fucking for real. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
I would think that they would be gay because I see a
real.
guy when I see you.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate it.
yeah, of course. I see a guy when I see you. So I would think that any guy that's trying to hit on a girl that dresses like a guy is gay to me.
That's what I be thinking. I be thinking like, yo, y'all really trying to be funny, and now I really feel like I gotta smack the shit out of you. Like, I be at work, and there's this one guy who just be like saying some slick shit, and I just be looking like,
Yeah.
be fucking for real. That's my answer.
Okay. How you feel about what's going on with the pronouns and all of this stuff? Like, some people will be mad at me for calling you a her, even though I said I see you as a guy. Because I know you are a guy. You present yourself as a guy, but at the end of the day, biologically, you're a woman.
Yeah.
How you feel about the pronouns? Like, do you want to be called him? Are you him?
I really don't give a fuck about
Because you her,
anything.
but you still him.
So boom, right? Like, I could be walking into the women's bathroom, and they be like, hey, sir. I don't correct them.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Fuck that example. But like, if I'm walking in the store and someone calls me a sir, I'm not correcting you. It is what it is.
Got
Like,
you.
you call me a man, like whatever the fuck you want to call me, I don't give a fuck. As far as pronouns, I don't really care about that stuff. I know there's some people that like to be called they, them, and all of that. Shout out to them. And that's just them. Like, you feel me? I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't really
all right.
care about that stuff.
Got you. All right. Do you have a favorite era of hip hop specifically? Because I know you do the R&B as well,
Yeah.
but I'm a hip hop guy. Do you have a favorite era of hip hop?
I would say around the time where like Ja Rule was running shit around like the early 2000s. I'm mad
yeah.
I said Ja Rule because it's not like my number one artist I go to. But like, even like,
But he
Jay-Z
had that.
back
He
then.
had that time on lock. When you say his name, I know exactly what era you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and I'm talking about like the Jay-Z and Maya. Yes, y'all
Got
and
you,
Jigga
okay.
Man be balling.
Got
These
you,
chicks
okay.
pigeon toed. All right.
Okay, all right. I'm more of a 50. I mean, I like Jay, of course, but I'm more of a 50 Cent guy. 50 Cent, he really do my thing. He really makes some good music for me. But with that being said, as an artist, do you ever see yourself taking your music career to different avenues, like how a 50 Cent or a Jay-Z would?
Absolutely. I feel like music was always just a starting thing for me.
Okay.
It was like a vehicle to get to where else I'm trying to go. Honestly, I wouldn't even call myself a creative because I'm not really creative. I just know how to take blueprints of other people's shit and make it my own
Heard you.
and do it better sometimes.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
That's a part
I
of the
want to
game.
get into modeling. I want to get into acting. I want to get into whatever I could get myself into.
Got you.
like-
Okay.
I do other things outside of music. So
Got you. You could play a boy in the show?
I do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be super fire.
That'll be fire.
I could see you playing like a Cali dude. Like somebody
They
like
let me do that. I'll do that. That
almost
sounds-
like a. You don't give me too much serious vibes like a Nipsey,
Yeah.
but that image
Yeah.
I could see.
You know what's crazy though? Like, I could play a guy in a movie, but I'm not gonna play a female ass role. Like, y'all not about to put me in no dress.
Oh yeah.
I
Of
ain't
course,
doing that.
yeah.
That's crossing the line.
Oh yeah, I hear that. Yeah. Nah. Okay. Let's see.
But hold on, I'm about to switch it up on you. I
Okay.
got 2 truths and a lie,
Oh,
and pick one.
you got something for me.
Yeah.
Wow. A
So-
present, a gift, guys, a gift.
Damn, it's 2 truths and a lie, or it's 2 facts and one lie.
Okay.
So I want to skydive. I want to be a jazz DJ, and I'm a realtor. Which one's a lie?
The jazz DJ is a lie.
Nah. The I want to skydive. That's
Really?
a lie. I ain't trying to do that shit.
What?
I want to like be a jazz DJ one day, like on some. You know how like Shaq be out just DJing random
Absolutely,
events.
absolutely.
I want to go to like local coffee shops and turn that shit up on some jazz shit.
is some beautiful music, man.
Yeah.
Jazz.
That's like my favorite genre right now.
Yeah, this is for. I know a lot of young niggas watch this shit, but come on, y'all gonna grow up sometime.
Yeah.
That jazz, that shit be hitting. I don't know why.
All I'm saying is get some wine for your lady, play some jazz music, have your socks off and shit like that with the nice rug. Let her, run her toes through the rug and shit. And
Word.
vibe out. I promise you, the coochie gonna hit a lot
Absolutely,
better.
absolutely. Speaking of the ladies, what's your type?
I love black women. That's my type.
Talk to them.
Brown skin.
Talk to them. I wish they loved me back.
What you mean?
I feel like I love black women the most on this earth. If I had to marry somebody, it would definitely be a black woman. But I don't know if they feel, collectively, I don't know if they feel the same way about black men. It's very sad. Tears.
You got an experience?
Most of the men that I know, and including myself, I just feel like a lot of black women hold us to an extremely high standard. And then as soon as you mess up, they are quick to tell you that you ain't shit.
That sound about accurate.
Yeah, so. But okay, black women. What about them?
I just feel like they got a little spice to them. You feel me? Like you fuck up, they gonna let you fucking know.
which is attractive.
Yeah.
But I just think that they give it to us. I didn't want to get super deep here. You said black women, and it just made me about to go down a rabbit hole. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep it short and brief. I feel like they don't love us back sometimes. That's it.
See, I can't say that, but I'm not a black man.
Yeah, they
I'm
probably
half black
they
and I'm
probably
half
treat
Peruvian,
you much better. They probably treat you much better.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm jealous, but it is what it is. Okay, we could stay on the women here.
Perfect.
You are the hood therapist, so I'm about to ask you some therapist questions, and I do think that this can help people out there on the internet. I'm asking because I'm curious, and I'm asking because, like I said, it can help people. Who was the first person that you told that you were gay, and was it difficult for you? Can you remember? Yeah, I'm asking good ass questions.
I don't know who was the first person I told, like, hey, I'm gay. Like, the coming out the closet story was different because like I was outside and some girl, her name Consuelo, fuck her. This bitch grabbed me and kissed me. And my mother was just looking out the window and seeing, and that was just how it just happened. But everybody pretty much knew. Like I always dressed like this. Like I was playing basketball. Like I just walked and talked like a fucking boy.
Okay.
So.
And you into the sports and all of that too. I heard you talking about sports betting before we did this.
Yeah.
You bet on basketball. What?
No,
what?
I bet on football because I'm a Chargers fan and that shit sucks.
Okay. All right. I'm a Giants fan by default. My family are Giants fans, but I don't watch football, so I don't bet. But
it's a tough year for y'all.
Yeah, I've heard. Okay, so sports, music, she do it all, and she obviously got a business mind. She doesn't want to just make music. For anybody who is starting to make music, do you have any advice for them? Because you've gotten pretty far in your rap career. You got over 20K followers. You've traveled. You dropped some names that I recognize that you've done music with. Do you have any tips for anybody who wants to get into this game?
First, I would say, like, be able to want to do it all out. Like, when you're first getting your feet wet in anything, give it your all. So do it full time if you could. And just keep creating. That's the number one thing. Keep shooting your shot, and networking is the biggest thing. Like surrounding yourself with the right people is going to get you in the doors a lot faster than you just fucking doing it yourself.
I agree. I don't have to elaborate on that. It's really practical. Just like with a job, you're going to get up and go do whatever your boss say. Make yourself your own boss and do what you say. You know what it takes to get to where you want to go, and just do that shit.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the shorties a little bit. So I'm assuming that you've never dated a guy.
Hell no.
Okay. With that being said, you have a vast experience with women. And I understand the dating and the relationships. It's a real big topic on the internet. I'm pretty sure it's hit your algorithm. So with that being said, do you think that women can be as difficult as men make them out to be?
I think women are difficult in general. They lead with emotion.
Okay.
And emotion just, I just be wanting to mush them in their face sometimes.
Got you. Now that's interesting too, because you are a woman, but I believe that everybody on the planet has a mix of masculine and feminine. Would you say that ever since a young age, you've recognized that you may have not been more of the traditional type of woman, and that made you realize, like, you know, I'm gay?
I think in first grade I had a crush on this girl Natalie, and I was just like, what was it? Natasha. Her name was Natasha, and I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm a lesbian. Cause like, I ain't never look at a guy like, like. Okay,
so it's purely.
I think I was born like this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. And I think that there are people out there who are born like that. But do you think that there are people who aren't born like that, who do it just to do it?
I would say there's people that aren't born like that just to do it, because I've turned a lot of straight women lesbian.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk about that. What's the game on that? How do you do that? How do you convince a woman that likes dick to like pussy? That's crazy.
Well, first off, they come to you curious. So when they come to you curious, like, shout out to Ice Spice, because I'm a munch. I'm a fucking munch. So when they get an experience of that, it's over with.
Okay,
like,
all right, okay. Like, do you think that you have an advantage being a woman, knowing what a woman wants?
Did you listen to yourself when you asked that?
That's why I'm asking. I would never know unless I ask.
Hell yeah.
Okay, talk to her. All right. So you said you consider yourself a pimp. We live in a world, an internet age, and there's a lot of young dudes that I meet in person as well that come up to me and be like, yo, how could you just talk to people and girls and whatever, all this stuff? Could you give us some game on how to approach a shorty in person? Fuck that DM shit. Fuck that DM shit. How do you riz a shorty down in person?
That's crazy. I'm really an Instagram DM slayer. Okay. I'm not really in person because I like to go on the socials, and that's like your resume. I need to know who you know and all of that. But if I'm in person, it all starts with small talk. You know, they like to be complimented, boost their ego. Okay. You feel me? And just approach them with the right shit. I can't really give you too much game on in person. DMs.
And what about the DM game? How do you slide into a woman's DM and most likely get a reply? You can't just slide into the DM and get left on red. How do you slide, but you most likely get a reply? Give the fella some game.
You feel me? I don't really say too much. I just, I let my Instagram do the talking. But I slide in their DMs and I just say, baby mother. And it usually be the straight women. So they be looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then they respond with some funny shit, and then I just be like, okay, I'm really one of them generic ass motherfuckers. Like you gonna do that without me? I'm really gonna do that. I'm really gonna get them with that, and then I'm slide my way in there.
Okay, all right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So when you in the studio, when you vibing out, would you say you're more of an entourage person or a solo person? And if you could, or do you do both? And if you do both, does it affect the music that you make?
When I do songwriting, I'm usually with people. So that's like the entourage thing.
Wow.
I do a lot of stuff alone, but like let's say like when we worked on Friday's project, shout out to Bebe and Emeralds. It was like a group setting. So that's where I gotta learn.
I think that's so beautiful. I've never done that. I've never had a writing process with like other writers and stuff. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm still trying to get the hang of it because I'm not really like super social when it comes to a lot of people. I kind of like go in the corner somewhere.
Okay.
But when I'm working on my own stuff though, I'm always by myself. I record myself. So like I'll be in the room, I'm chilling, like I'll be vibed out like by myself and I'll be sober.
Got you. I love the fact that you record yourself. I think that every artist should at least learn how to do it. You can get a lot of ideas out like that. Even if you don't got the mix and master skills of Mike Dean, I think that you should know how to lay some vocals down.
And I feel like if you don't, I'm judging you. Hell, today's age.
Talk to him. Do you think that drugs and alcohol affect your music personally? Like, let's say you go in the studio and you hit the blunt or you drink music. Does it come out differently if you were sober or just maybe doing one thing or something like that?
I feel like on what you're trying to create, depending on what you're trying to, if you're trying to do a party song, do what you got to do to get there. But if you're trying to do like some laid back chill shit, maybe you might want to hit the blunt. It really depends though. But I usually make all my music sober. As much as I like to drink, it's funny. Like all my shit that I've made is sober.
Okay. All right. That was an interesting take because I'm an artist as well. And maybe that's why my party upbeat songs, me personally, aren't as good as my more introspective songs because I don't drink or anything like that when I make party music. But that was a great point. You got to kind of get in that mode to put that kind of music out. That was interesting. I'm gonna write that down.
Do you be like in some like chill shit, like, or do you be dressed up when you working on music? Like I be dressed up. I be in a whole ass outfit.
Wow, you giving me a lot of game right now. Cause I'm an engineer rapper too. So I could wake up out of bed and just do my shit. But you're right. Having the chain on. I had a bar like that before, but it was because I was out and about. I was at somebody else's studio. I had my drip on or whatever. So I can't remember the bar verbatim, but it was something like I'm recording this with my chain on or something like that right now. And I understood. It did give me the feeling. It made me feel like I was that nigga, like I was him. Yeah. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You giving me some sauce right now because I'm not a visual guy. I'm all in here. So you're right. Putting the clothes on make you feel different. Drinking the liquor make you feel different. Hitting the blunt make you feel different. So
definitely. Like, I even play like I'll have like aesthetics on the TV just so I can look at something just to make,
I've done that. I've done that. Okay.
But I feel like if you set the right vibe, something's gonna come out of that.
Got you. You like shorties in the studio with you?
I do sometimes, but I like to really like I'm very picky. If I don't have like a line to by the time I press play and I'm trying to record, if I don't come up with a line right on the spot, I'm doing the next song. Like,
got you.
So 9 times out of 10, if I'm distracted, I'll do it once in a while, but 9 times out of 10, I like recording alone.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I think it's just...
And I like to sound dumb as fuck, so it's a lot you got to do to get in
absolutely.
that zone.
Yeah, true. Very true. Let's see. You've already worked with a lot of artists that you said you want to work with. Let's see if I got some. I want to stay kind of like on the music. You personally, because I think you make good songs. My personal favorite music is when somebody can rap their ass off. And I don't put you in that category. But the people that rap their asses off don't make good, cohesive songs a lot of the times. How do you define a good song?
First off, it starts with the beat.
Okay. Oh,
they gotta find the right beat. It gotta be the right vibe. Something catchy. I realized like working a lot, especially songwriting, like the simpler, the better.
Yeah, I found out that as well, the hard way.
Yeah. So it's like the simplest thing is the best thing.
Okay.
Real.
Okay. All right. Okay. Already asked you the era. Let's talk about the shorties now. Okay. So I usually ask, name one thing that women can't understand about men, or name one thing that men can't understand about women. You are a woman that dates women.
Yeah.
Name one thing that women don't understand about dating another woman. You have experience in that field. So let's say they recently, started dating women and all that. What's something that they don't usually understand about you?
I would say a lot of women, as much as we think we know, is space. We need space. If y'all realize a lot of lesbians be packing that U-Haul and going and moving in with each other, and next thing you know, a month in, y'all married.
Oh.
Like, I'm damn near like a man as far as like, yo, like give me my fucking space.
Word,
I don't want to move 1,000 miles a minute. And now we damn near married. Like, can we enjoy the dating process? They don't know how to date.
Okay.
Women don't know how to date women.
Okay. All right. I don't think they know how to date in general, but it is what it is. Okay. That was insightful. I want to have some more like hood therapist questions since you're the hood therapist. I'm trying to think of questions that people probably most likely don't ask you. I
like that.
Yeah, I try to get deep with this, but while I am thinking, you got interesting hairstyles. Like I could put you in that Max B category sometimes with your hair. How did you is there any story behind that with like why you wear your hair? And because I rock the shortcut. The only reason I rock the shortcut is because I'm lazy as fuck. I hate sitting there and getting my hair done.
I wouldn't say you lazy. I feel like if it look good, it look good.
No, yeah, it looks good. The shortcut
Right.
looks good, but I'm saying getting my hair done, keeping it, the upkeep and all that is
I
much
hate that
easier.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's much easier when I could just go to the barbershop, zoop, done.
Yeah.
So
I wish I could do that. I tried to do that. I tried to do the shortcut, and that's how everything came about. But I cut my hair just as low as that, and I realized it looked dumb as fuck. So I was like, all right, let me grow my hair back out. So then it started growing into a fro, and that's when I went through that fro phase
Got
of
you,
Buzz Rico
okay.
when I was dropping like more of like the smoking music and shit like that. But then one day I wanted to change it up. And that's when I did these twists. And I was like, oh, these shits is fire. And I feel like Tiger stole my damn hairstyle.
got you. Okay, all right. Do women still speak to you as if you're a woman? Like, do they talk shit about niggas around you? Because
I usually date a lot of straight women. So they kind of talk to me as if they talking to a dude in a sense. And I don't know, I kind of like it. And I don't know why. It's weird. That's a lot of like dykes. And they probably gonna kill me for saying dyke. But I say dyke. I don't say studs.
Mhm.
Like, I date straight women. So
you date women that you don't date women that dress like you. You date women that dress like women.
no. I don't do the stuff and stud shit.
Okay,
Nah.
got you.
But when I do date lesbians, they be talking to me kind of like, I don't know, it's a different kind of energy. I don't really like dating lesbians because they just, I like the strap bitches.
Got you.
I like the strap bitches.
Got you.
Lesbians be like, oh no, I don't want that shit.
Got you. Okay. When it comes to the strap, what size? Are you a big dick nigga?
Hey, yo.
Oh shit, it's size 8.
Wow. I will never get it. I mean,
That shit is hilarious.
Look.
I was not ready for you was waiting on that. You like, oh yeah, let's talk about the straps. What
no,
size?
I mean, I wasn't thinking of it, but you brought it up. Like I'm just a curious guy. Like
Ain't no way, boy.
I'm a curious guy. Like,
I like them questions. That's hilarious. Like,
yeah, I'm really curious and I really want to know.
he said, are you a big dick nigga?
Does scissoring actually feel good?
I don't do that shit. Like, that shit is weird to me. But
Okay.
I'm assuming it do. Like, you got two bitches just surfboarding.
Yeah, I don't know. So okay, I feel good that I already thought that was weird, and I'm speaking to a lesbian who thinks it's weird too. So now I feel.
But I'm like a hetero lesbian. I don't know if that's a real category, but they probably gonna look.
define
at me
that. Define that category right now for the fans.
I just made it a hetero lesbian. So like I'm like a dude. I act like a dude, treat me like a dude in a sense. Like there's certain things that I don't like that other dykes might like because they date like some dykes like penetration. I don't want that shit. Don't even talk to me about that shit. I don't want that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of dykes, some of them might get their ass eaten. I don't want my ass eaten. Like there's certain shit just like I'm just not with that shit.
So you're more of a pleasure giver.
Yeah, facts.
Got you. Okay.
Like I'll get head, that's cool, but like you could suck the strap.
All right, I'm not even gonna go into that because I already know I got
Yeah,
some
that-
crazy questions and all that shit. Like, when do you bust? Like, come
I'm
on.
dead.
Nah. When it comes to actually seeking out a relationship, not seeking, but like, you know, maybe it's a shorty that you actually more interested into more than sex. Do you prefer more of a working class woman, someone that got like a job or
That's a
maybe
good question.
corporate, or more of a creative woman like you that maybe makes music or artist like a painter or something like that?
So whenever I date, I usually date someone that is fucking 1,000 steps ahead of me because I need someone to push me because I could easily get like complacent with life sometimes.
Okay.
Especially like, you know, doing music. Sometimes you want to chill. But I prefer usually dating the 9-to-5ers. The ones that's really into their shit though. Like it can't just be no regular worker. Like you really got to be a boss about what you do and want to move up in the ranks.
Got you.
If I'm dating a creative, then you really got to be like shitting on me. Like I need you to really I need to be on your level.
Got you. Okay.
I don't want to date someone that I got to bring up because I'm fucking struggling my damn self.
Got you. Have you ever dated a shorty with kids, and do you ever see yourself having kids one day?
One of my first relationships, she had a son. Well, she has a son, and yeah, I enjoyed that experience. I would do it again, as long as y'all keep your fucking baby daddies intact. What I do, I want to have kids. Not me personally, Carrie, but yeah, I do want to have kids. I want like 3, 4,
Okay.
5.
All right. Yeah. I could see myself having kids one day too as well, but right now, nah.
Y'all better than me. I don't know how men don't like. Some men don't have babies at our grown age. Like
Yeah. Because
pull out game got to be strong.
What? I'm busting on their face. Like, that's easy. Like, that's light work. I was just talking to A Pressure about that earlier. He's like, you never cummed in a girl before? No, nigga.
No, not
No.
even a relationship.
No, never. I'm not even on birth control.
You better than me.
I'm too.
Cause I would have did that shit.
I'm too. I don't know. I don't play with that.
So you never had to use a plan B.
No, never. I just feel like
Is that a flex for a man to say?
it's. I think it's a flex. I think it's a super flex. But a lot of men and women will come at me and be like, "Yo, you 30 with no kids." I feel like they looking at it.
Right? Is that a red flag? What point? At what age do you say this a red flag if you ain't got no kids or in this?
For a man, never. That's me personally. But for a man, never. For a woman hitting 30 and you ain't got no children yet, I'm sorry, ladies, but it's just the stigma of society. Most of y'all want to be in relationships. Y'all make cap with this independent girl shit online and shit, but we all know you go home and you cry in the shower every night. You want somebody by your side. So if you ain't got no kids by 30, I'm putting you in the, oh, this bitch must be crazy. Nobody could get
That's
along
true.
with her. That's how I see it. For a dude, it's a little bit different. Yeah, it's dudes out there that do crave companionship as well, but I just think it's not a stigma on a dude that don't have kids by 30. It's just different. You can have a lot of fun being a dude single.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of fun being a girl single too, but
So what's a red flag for, let's say, women are dating men? What's a red flag going into a relationship with a man and, like, for example, like, let's say a woman has 3 baby daddies.
Mhm.
That's
a
red
super
flag.
yeah.
So
No.
what's a red flag? What's a super red flag for women going, like, dating men?
A man that's trying to use you for your bag. If a man is trying to date you and he always asking for bread and shit like that, like, nah, no. That's a huge
If a man don't got a car,
yeah, that's a huge red flag. Not having a car or means of transportation, that could be a red flag. It's just basic stuff that
but always want to use your car on some baby boy shit.
yeah, exactly. That's crazy. And then no structure. I don't want to use the word discipline, but no routine, no like if you just wake up every day and just be like, all right, I'm gonna go get money somehow. Like, nah. I think that, like, at the end of the day, I'm not super religious, but I am a godly man. And I think that in general, men come into a woman's life to bring structure because women are a little bit more emotional and men are a little bit more logical. So me personally, I think like in the relationships that I have, I like to have the final decision because not saying that a woman can't make decisions, but they could get chaotic sometimes. And I would like to be with a woman that understands that about herself. Like she should know that the only reason I want to eat at Outback is because I already thought about it. I thought about the route getting there. I thought about I thought about all of that shit already. So when you start questioning me and I'm like, that's mad unattractive. But usually ladies, your dude, if he's a good dude that got a good head on his shoulders, I like that question, the red flags question. He's gonna be a calculator. He gonna have shit calculated already. You gonna come in and you shouldn't have to really, think too much.
So then boom, hold up. When is a good time for a man to let a woman lead?
That's a great question. Definitely in fields where he doesn't have the experience.
Or emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence, I'm gonna say no. Because I think that it's a lot of men out here who don't know how to control their emotions. Likewise as women. But I think that a man who has put the effort in to control his emotions should lead in emotional intelligence or anything like that when it comes to that emotional realm because he mastered that shit. Like he don't get too excited when shit is going real well and start making dumb decisions. He don't get too low and get depressed when he loses his job.
That's
like
true.
I think that when it comes to emotions, women don't give us enough credit because they don't deal with enough dudes that know how to handle their emotions.
That's true. They have the type. You usually have a type and you stick to that and then you just use that and base that on every man that you date.
Exactly, yeah.
And hold on. So answer my question about the leading. When could a woman lead?
She can lead when she realizes that she wants to. Because I think that a lot of women want to do it because they want to be like a man. But if a woman really truly understands herself and actually does the self-work and the self-healing that y'all claim to be doing, when you actually do it, most of the time, the woman comes out saying that they want a man to lead them. So if you know yourself enough to know that you're not one of those women, then yeah, lead. So I don't think I just think that it's an anomaly. But usually every woman that I ask, they say they want the man to lead. So the only time I would say for a woman to lead is when she knows herself enough to know that she a boss and she want to be a boss.
Yeah.
So
Fuck with that.
That's good though. Any other questions for me while I think of any for you? No, I like that. That was cool.
Yeah, I don't know. That one just came off top.
Okay. So you say you date women that dress more like women. And I say that a lot on this show too. And a lot of women don't understand what I mean by that. Do you want to give them that perspective from another woman? A woman that, you know, dresses with the drip and the swag like a rapper?
Yeah.
What kind of women do you go for when it comes to what they how they dress?
What you mean?
Like, could you date a woman that dresses like you?
Nah.
So what?
So like, there's different types of, like, in the lesbian community, you got femmes, which is like the female.
Oh yeah, I'm learning right now.
You got stems, which is like kind of like a little bit of like, they'll be dressed like me, but it's still got a feminine swag to it.
Okay.
It's a little mix.
Okay.
It's like a hybrid.
Got you.
And then you got the studs, like me.
Okay.
And so would I date a stem? Someone that got a little bit of both? Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Got you.
I like my women very feminine.
Okay. All
But I do like masculine, feminine women, if that makes sense. For the lesbian community, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, there's a lot of masculine energy in feminine women. But like,
true.
They just got to know how to just, you know, have it in a certain dosage. Don't be too much. Don't be doing too much.
Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve or turn off when it comes to dating?
It'll be fucking getting to know y'all favorite colors and shit. I'm tired of that shit. And just learning how to balance, like, the time that we get to know each other and still being able to pursue my shit. Like, one thing I hate first off in dating is like they get so just attached to just trying to be up under you so much. And it's like, now we forgetting the goal. Like,
yeah, okay. I could agree with that. Agree with that. Have you ever mixed business with pleasure? Like, I know you go to different studios all the time. You record yourself as well. Have you ever had somebody that was in the studio and you like, damn, I got to? Do you think do you condone mixing business with pleasure?
I wouldn't condone it. I've tried. I want to say I tried to, but if it came to me, I probably would do it.
Okay. All right.
I like women too.
Very honest.
Women is definitely my downfall.
Yeah, I think it's my biggest vice as well.
Yeah.
But I think I developed some dick discipline. So I think I'm cool with that. But it is my biggest vice out of all of the things.
You said dick discipline?
Yeah.
Strap discipline.
Oh.
It's a bar.
Okay. Are there any other toys that you introduce into the bedroom?
Nah, but I use some handcuffs on a bitch. I never did it, but
I've done it.
Some
It's cool.
regular shit.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I feel like
you should try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It put them in their place.
I don't think I really be doing that. I would do it. Like, I'm into that shit, but I guess I haven't really found a partner where I would do all of that shit with.
What about, are you like me, like a sexually free person? Like, could you see yourself having sex with multiple people at the same time?
Like
multiple women, like what
I
you
know what
like.
you mean, but
yeah.
I'm saying, like, so you talking about like in one night in the same room type shit?
Yes.
You talking about like fucking a bitch and then going to another bitch? Like,
Nah, I'm pretty sure we have all done that.
Oh yeah.
But I'm talking about
a threesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a threesome. I had the threesome a couple of times, and them bitches set me up. That's the crazy part.
Oh
like,
wow, okay.
And I think that was
so you just walked into it.
Yeah,
Damn,
pretty much.
That's
like,
every nigga's dream right there.
Yo, they set me up. That shit was amazing. Like that right there. I walked in, they fucking slid a fucking baby crib in front of the door, and it was over with.
See, I feel like you got to be like that nigga to get that treatment for a woman to set up a threesome for you. That's why I go so hard. But
I wasn't dating none of them either. Like,
wow. Yeah, it's usually like that. But for me, all of the threesomes that I had to set them up myself because, you know, I mean,
I never
not
set one up. So if you successfully set one up, you really him. Because it's hard.
But I feel like it's really him if they offer it to you. Like, I would love to just walk into a room and they say,
but no, because then you can't really choose the people. So I'm not crazy about
even setting it up. You can't choose the people neither, really.
You got a better chance.
I got a shorty that I'm rocking with, dating a little bit, fucking on. And then, you know, I'll probably go out to a restaurant or something like that where I know another shorty that worked there, introduce them like that.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm
You
not
got it done.
I'm not saying I'm out here doing it all the time. Like it's fucking rare. It's rare as fuck.
We on the opposite ends of the spectrum. That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I never did that. I would like to successfully do one, like plan it out.
Okay. Is there anything that you got coming out? Shows, performances, music videos, anything that you want to take the people out with? What you got going on and what you got coming up?
So I'm actually working on my project called Hood Therapist. And as you heard the intro song, like that's one of the singles on there. But I've taken a step back this year just to kind of focus on real life shit. So like, I just became a realtor. But I've done songwriting. So right now I'm just kind of celebrating Friday and his debut project.
Okay.
I got a single on there with Chris Brown. So that's like huge. Don't give it away. And I'm really just focused on real life right now. And I guess kind of micromanaging what I do with my time now. Like, so you just got to stay tuned for real. Like,
Got you.
it's a lot of shit coming, but.
Got you. Okay. Then I have one final question and we can wrap this up. Fuzz Rico, what legacy do you want to leave on this planet? I know you said you started with music, but you see yourself doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
What message, the aura of who you are, what is your message to the planet?
I really want to be what is it called? Like a walking message. Like I want everyone to view me and see like, oh shit, she did it. And they see like what the fuck I've been through. Like I'm very candid about what I've gone through. I've been homeless and shit like that. I've done the most for the music shit. So I just want someone to look at me and be like, yo, if she could do it, I could do it type shit. I really just want to be the one to open the doorway for whatever else. Like I don't got to be the one that sees the whole picture. I want to be the one that like helps the person
Talk
see
to
that.
him. I put myself in that same boat, same category. I never thought I would be here. I was a very egotistic, introverted rapper who thought he was the best in the world, and I didn't talk to nobody. And look at me now. I'm talking to another rapper about her career. So everybody can
go. He the GOAT.
Everybody
One of my
can.
favorite songs. Hold on. One of my favorite songs that you made, I think it's called Frequency.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that was a
still my
while.
favorite
Yeah,
shit.
that was a while ago. That song can actually come out right now. Actually, it was about women, and I was talking about it was crazy. But thank you for that. I appreciate that. This is the Hood Analyst Podcast where we talk about that real hood. Now, you know I gotta take us out with the best outro on YouTube. Men, get your body count up because women will never tell you what the fuck they like in bed. You need to get your experience up so when you're dealing with the woman that you actually want to take serious, you know how to satisfy her. And women, keep your body count low. And if you can't do that, at least deceive the nigga into thinking that your body count is low. He will take you much more seriously. We out.
Peace.
Ah, that was more.